Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thanks for tuning in. It's Sunday the 31st of May 2026. I'm going to do a read for you guys and see what you've got going on. See what comes out. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. So, what messages do we have for Capricorn? Messages for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? We have Four of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, Death in the upright, and the Seven of Pentacles. So let's see what these might be about for you. The Lovers in reverse talks about, well, a lover, a relationship, a person that you're connected to, or not connected to, or in some sort of separation at the moment. It's about a choice. It's also about quite an intense bond or desire, or a strong desire for someone or an attachment to someone, but more about chemistry, desire, and choosing a lover, choosing a partner, or not, in reverse. So something there with that. Death in the upright, so you could have gone through an ending with someone. It could have been a breakup, a separation, that kind of thing that you're feeling emotionally a bit disappointed with, and you're kind of possibly waiting to see if something changes. Perhaps you're distanced from this person, or you're in separation, distance from one another at the moment, but there's hope that perhaps things might come back together. Not quite sure if it's you that's made a choice or if it's them that's made a choice, or I mean, in another way, I mean, it could be you're thinking about who aligns with you and who doesn't, and there could possibly be someone that's not aligning with you at the moment, but you're hoping that that changes and perhaps you two will come into union again. Possibly, yeah, let's not assume too much. Let's see what these could be about for you and clarify a bit further, Capricorn. So we've got the Lovers here in reverse, and please tell us why the Lovers is here for Capricorn in reverse energy, please, Spirit. One moment. Sorry about that, my son was howling like a wolf. All right, why is the Lovers here in reverse energy for Capricorn? Why is the Lovers here for Capricorn in reverse energy? So we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. So if we're talking about alignment with another person or someone that you don't align with, I mean, the Hierophant in reverse could be that you're both very different, or you have different beliefs, different backgrounds. There could also be an issue of non-commitment here, or someone is not committed, or they're not committing to you, or don't have the same view of commitment to you, is what I'm seeing. And someone feels a bit defeated, deflated. They're kind of, the guard is coming down. Someone's kind of giving up the hope of possibly fighting for this or persisting with this. But I'm getting here, I mean, possibly someone here wants marriage and someone doesn't. But I'm just getting here a non-committal, kind of non-commitment energy. So why is Death here for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know about death? Oh, good blimey. Death in the upright again. So death comes out to clarify death. Oh, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So that's interesting because you've got the Seven of Pentacles in the upright there. There's something here that has taken or is taking a long time. Now, you could have had a couple, I mean, this could be something that's going back and forth or that's been going on for a long time. Could have been a few endings between, or a couple of endings between you and this person. Maybe you've kind of broke up, got back together, that sort of energy. I'm also getting the energy of something is taking too long to come into union or commitment, and you're kind of giving up hope that this is sort of ever coming together. I'm also getting guidance. Someone is not following guidance. Someone is not following their intuition. Like something is over, but someone keeps waiting for something to change or for something to manifest out of this, something to come back together. Or there's been a big change, a big transition, or it's over from both sides. That double death card has really thrown me. There's something very much about an ending here, or something that's ended more than once. So why is the Four of Cups here for Capricorn? Why is the Four of Cups here for Capricorn? The High Priestess, I'm about to say the Hierophant then. The High Priestess and the King of Swords. So there could have been a decision made. There could be something to do with the legal system here. Perhaps divorce or something like that. There's something here that's unknown. There's a sort of unknown, secretive energy, but not, I'm getting more an unknown. There's a decision to be made that someone needs to make, and it's unknown the outcome of that decision because they're yet to make it. Someone is kind of thinking logically with their head and not with their heart. Someone could be a bit cold and detached towards you, or you towards them. But I'm getting here something about intuition and following your intuition. Someone isn't following their intuition on something here. Or I'm also getting the energy of there's an ending and someone doesn't want to accept that ending. So what's the important message about the Seven of Pentacles? Because it's here twice for Capricorn. What's the important message about the Seven of Pentacles for Capricorn? Why is it here for Capricorn? We have the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. There's something here about communication, waiting on news, waiting on an outcome, possibly waiting on something to do with the legal system. But I'm getting more, this is about someone communicating. Now, there's possibly a marriage here, or someone that you have family with, or someone that you wanted to marry and have family with. And you're kind of waiting for some sort of outcome here, but someone's not being very clear in their communication. Or there's some sort of bad news. Someone's made a decision to end something. Or someone's kind of, someone's a bit tetchy with their communication. They're not being completely straightforward with how they communicate, or they're not coming out with some sort of truth that they need to tell you. And you're waiting on some sort of truth or some sort of communication that you're not getting, or someone's kind of twisting their words a little bit, I'm getting. Or someone is saying they're going to do something and they're not doing it, and it's taken a long time for them to do something that they were meant to do by now. I'm getting that energy. Someone's waiting for someone to do something. So And there's also an energy of kind of all talk, no action. So let's delve a little bit deeper into this for you, Cappy. Why is the Hierophant here in reverse energy for Capricorn? We have Justice in the upright, and we have the Three of Wands in the upright. Now, this definitely could have something to do with a divorce. Maybe someone is waiting, you know, perhaps you're both in separation, you've had a breakup, and you're kind of both trying to come to that conclusion of, is this workable, or are we going to get divorced? That kind of energy. Are we legally going to, you know, become separate? Three of Wands, someone is waiting. There's that waiting energy again. Someone's waiting for a decision or waiting for their ships to come in. Someone's waiting for something to balance out and a decision to be made. That's sort of quite clear cut here. Why is Death here for Capricorn? It's here twice, Spirit. What is the important message about death that Capricorn needs to know, please, Spirit? We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Again, someone's been working hard or very invested, very committed to a connection, marriage or situation, and something has crumbled, something has come to an end, which, yeah, I mean, the messages are, and I'm also getting that someone is kind of, they've been investing a lot of time, energy into something, but it just keeps coming to an end, like a dead end, I'm getting. Someone's waiting for a change, but it doesn't, it's like a dead end. Someone kind of feels like they're hitting their head against a brick wall, is what I'm getting. Why is the High Priestess here for Capricorn, please? Why is the High Priestess here for Capricorn? The Three of Swords in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. There could be another situation or a blockage getting in the way of this. Another person, another situation, someone's family. Perhaps someone is already connected or committed to someone elsewhere. And that kind of needs to be dealt with before you two can come back together again. The communication, as I've already said, is not great. Someone is withholding some sort of information or not being clear with the information and communication that they give. Someone also feels like they're the only one working towards a common goal here. Someone feels like, you know, someone's not as committed as they are. Three of Swords in reverse is also kind of a refusal. Well, it can be healing from pain, loss and grief and a heartbreak. It can also mean refusing to go through a painful process, not avoiding sort of healing and going through that kind of reality process that something is over. There's something here I keep getting, that someone knows that something is over, but they don't want to admit that to themselves. Why is the King of Swords here for Capricorn? The Hermit in the upright and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So someone here could be doing some soul searching, some thinking about it all, but I'm really getting that avoidant kind of energy. Someone is shutting off. They're trying to avoid making some sort of decision here. There's some sort of hope for healing. Someone's felt betrayed or is feeling betrayed, but they're sort of coming out of that betrayed energy and trying to heal from feeling that way. Or there is hope that some sort of healing can take place in this connection, however it is for you, whatever level of connection you're in. So the Ten of Cups, why is it here in reverse energy for Capricorn? The Six of Wands in the upright and the Queen of Pentacles. So someone here wants to be recognized, or someone is being recognized, or in the limelight, or someone has been seen. I'm getting the energy that someone has been seen. For you know, whoever that resonates for. It won't resonate for all of you. There is a sort of secret hidden element here, that someone has been seen or recognized. I'm also getting that someone wants to be seen and recognized. They want a victory, they want a success. Some of you, I mean, you could have family, you could be mums within this dynamic, and you're looking for a bit more kind of recognition within a marriage or a relationship. You don't feel like you're getting the same amount of attention or investment or love, affection, appreciation than you're giving, kind of thing. Why is the Page of Swords here in reverse for Capricorn? The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I'm getting that someone is very clever or cunning with their words, or doesn't say the entire whole truth, possibly manipulative, or someone doesn't really know whether to believe what someone is saying to them. There's someone here that could be a little bit of a sort of not the nicest character to deal with. The Queen of Wands, well, she's very attractive, very alluring. There could be an attraction somewhere along the lines, or someone that's very attractive. There could be a choice for someone here out of more than two people. And there is also an element here of infidelity. I will just say that now because it's here. So I don't really like to go too much on the old third-party infidelity energy, but if it's there, I mention it. So let's just couple more clarifiers, and then I'm going to finish this off and put them into their suits. Why is justice here for Capricorn? The Star and the Queen of Cups. So hope, faith, love, emotion, hopeful that someone's trying to make a decision, but they're trying not to be overly emotional about it. They're trying to be mature and grounded and balanced, and stable in their emotions. Someone isn't letting their emotions get carried away with them, and someone is hopeful for some sort of peace, balance, equality, sort of fairness to balance a situation out. Right, these are probably just going to repeat now because I think that's the brunt of the message. Why is the Hermit here for Capricorn? Yeah, the Two of Wands and the Nine of Swords. So there is a crossroads here. We knew that. It's kind of, yeah, someone needs to make a decision. They're at a crossroads. This is about also partnership, and the Lovers. Yeah, so there's someone here that has a decision to make out of two people. Why is the Queen of Wands, and it's causing them some anxiety, worry, possibly keeping them up at night because they're really not sure what to do here. Why is the Queen of Wands here for Capricorn? The Empress and the Knight of Cups. So you could, there's possibly someone here that you're very attracted to. You got a lot of chemistry with, but there's also a want to progress and grow with this person. There is children or a family dynamic involved for someone here. And the Knight of Cups, that's someone there's a lot of romance and charm. So it's, yeah, I'm going to put these into their suits. Let me just see why the King of Swords is here in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse again. Right, okay. Let's put them into their suits for you, Cappy. One moment. I'm getting here, Capricorn, that there's someone here, I don't know if it's you or if it's them, but there's someone here that goes towards, I mean, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, however you want to word it, frame it. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. But there's, what? It's like someone goes towards something or someone with charm and romance and really offers them love and affection, and someone's kind of a bit more conservative in their feelings. They don't get carried away with their emotions. Or there's someone here that sort of comes in quite romantic but then holds back on their emotions. There's also someone here that's very detached and logical in their thinking. Um, they sort of, I'm getting a runner chaser dynamic. I'm getting someone that's a bit hot and cold emotionally, and I'm getting a very big decision that needs to be made that is not being made. And there's like, I'm getting this, yeah, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, but they don't do it. They don't do it. There is a want for growth and progression here. There is chemistry, attraction, desire, all that sort of stuff. There's also a Queen of Wands somewhere in the mix here. I'm getting, for whoever this resonates for, there's someone that you've got an ongoing kind of situationship with, but there's also someone else in your energy, Capricorn, that you're also quite attracted to. But you're kind of holding out for this situationship to, you might be connecting with others, but you're kind of still holding out hope that this person, this connection that's been going on for quite a while by the looks of it, is going to come to some sort of fruition. um yeah, it's kind of it's, I'm getting the energy of kind of being stuck. There is, yeah, or holding on to some sort of dream that this is gonna come through at some point. um and for some, yeah, this is like the crossroads in a marriage. Are we gonna kind of work on it, or are we gonna, you know, legally go down the legal route, and are we gonna get a divorce? So yeah, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Hope it helped, hope it resonated, and thank you for tuning in. Good luck and lots of love till next time. Bye bye.